Hi everybody and welcome to the final day of the Louis Vuitton Round Robin for the 37th America's Cup. The challenger now steps away as well, and we had a lot of interesting things happening out on the water today. Nathan Outteridge being interviewed over here. We have Pete Burling over there as well. We'll grab him in just a second. Helicopters overhead, it's all on here. And oh gosh, so many interesting things happened today. We thought we might see a sail-off between Alinghi Red Bull Racing and Orient Express. In fact, we saw a sail-off between Rossa Prada Pirelli and INEOS Britannia. So that was incredibly interesting. But we'll jump back up here for a second, see if we can grab Pete and have a chat to him. Got Sarah Hoffman behind the camera. She's very happy that she doesn't have to come on the camera. She's happy holding it, aren't you, Sarah?
Yes.
She hates me.
Ways they like to get themselves ready to compete. That's all part of racing. So obviously you've got to make sure you're ready and your team is good as well. So you're really relying on the whole group to.
It's interesting because this is their last day. It's the last day that we'll see Emirates Team New Zealand for a little while. Pete, how are you going?
Good, yourself?
I'm very well. Nice to see you.
Likewise.
Last day that we'll see you sailing for a little while, and I think you did some beautiful sailing over this whole series to finish on top.
Hopefully you'll see us sailing again soon, but last day racing for a little bit. It's been, I think, an awesome period for the America's Cup, and seeing everyone racing against each other. Obviously, really sad day. We're not going to see France racing again in the competition, but yeah, it's been the schedule for a long time, so we're back into a development mode now and trying to do everything we can in-house to get ready to race.
I think a lot of people don't realise that aren't mad keen sailing fans that the America's Cup is all about those small gains and those small, those increments. And we saw that INEOS Britannia obviously made a step up today, and that's where your development phase now comes in.
Yeah, it's a really important phase of the America's Cup to make sure you're the fastest boat come the end of the competition, and we'll be developing right to the end for sure.
Excellent. I know you probably want to run away, so I'm going to let you do that, but awesome. Enjoy. Good luck for the rest. See you, mate. Mr. Pete Burling there, just having a quick chat to us, and interesting times now as they go into this development phase, and we see how that all plays out. We do have Nathan Outteridge up next as well. They're talking about a crane over there, which is pretty fun, so we'll just grab him in a second. He's running away. Thumbs up from Daniel Ferrato saying that Pete can run away from Mr. Matt Sheen and Planet Sail. So we'll have a chat to Nathan just a second. Now, it was really interesting today. I mentioned that we thought we'd have a sail-off between Alinghi and Orient Express. Well, there was a small chance that might happen, but we had a sail-off between INEOS and Prada. And I think over the past few days, we've seen INEOS start to come into their own. They were slow to start, but they've continually been making gains, which has been really interesting. Rossa Prada Pirelli perhaps on the back foot in the pre-start today, and then INEOS were just able to control them from there. So it's hard to know whether that's an incremental gain or whether they just had an amazing pre-start, but you have to say that they've got that positive momentum at the moment as we start to head in towards that semi-final. They haven't given any hints on who they're going to choose yet, so you would think that it would be Alinghi Red Bull Racing, but maybe they'll choose another team to just get that tough competitor out of the way and then move through and perhaps have some more development time. So, it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. We'll grab Nathan just a second. So all the way up the other end, we have all of the rights holders, and I think I can see Bruno Dubois in the distance and Checco as well. So, yeah. I'll just jump into it. That's cool.
How does it affect the races that got delayed because of the weather conditions? Not for today, but for only other days. Can you explain me, as a sailor, how can affect you that the start is delayed when you are trying to it's time to go and no 5 minutes more? Explain me.
We get pretty good at sailing, dealing with postponements in all other categories of sailing. So you're always in the build-up targeting a certain time. Whenever there's a pushback from another team or the wind, you have to just reset and just sort of take a deep breath, wait a few more minutes and build up to it again. And each time the delay happens, there's a change in the conditions, so you need to be monitoring that the whole time. So we rely pretty heavily on our coaching support team to make sure they give us the prompt at the right moment when the racing is actually on. But I think Barcelona, it's quite changeable this time of year. We've seen a lot of delays, and there'll be plenty more of those to come.
Thank you.
No worries.
Nath, how are you going?
I'm good.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, very good. Happy to have the round robins over, but I'm a bit sad also that we don't get to continue the racing. But that's how it works, and we've put our best foot forward, and can't wait for October.
And wasn't it great racing? I mean, we were all wondering, when you come into an America's Cup, you know from looking and spies and all that sort of stuff, but you don't actually know until you race.
Yeah, the boats are all incredibly equal, and you look across the harbour here at each boat, and they all have their unique features, but they all go very similar speeds, and it's coming down to a starting competition and a real race. And we saw today in the final between Rossa and INEOS, if you come in at the windward end with good speed and hold to boundary, you pretty much control the race. And so, plenty to study over the next few weeks to watch the Challengers race, and we'll just keep doing our own thing and working on our performance of the boat. And I think we're pretty race ready for October, and can't wait for it.
Perfect. And I think you're right, that's going to be a move in everyone's playbook. So then how do you defend against someone starting to windward and carrying you to the boundary?
There are going to be lots of strategies discussed over the next few weeks, and lots of things being played out on the water in front of everyone to see. So, I think if a challenger has a secret up their sleeve, they're going to be playing it soon, so we'll be watching to find out what it is.
Excellent. And then tomorrow we see the practice racing starting for the UniCredit Youth America's Cup. I've got one of the Aussie female athletes holding the camera behind us for the Puig Women's America's Cup. This is going to be a fun addition as well.
Yeah, it's super exciting to have the youth and the women racing over the next few weeks. The AC40 is an amazing boat to sail, and I've obviously done lots of time in it. And it's just awesome that the youth and the women get to race like a really cool technical boat. Previous America's Cup, when there was a Youth America's Cup, it was the non-foiling AC45s, and they were amazing boats, but the way technology's gone, it's awesome that the kids of the future and the women get a chance to come and race in real boats out here on Barcelona. It's going to be a cool event to watch, and the format looks really exciting with the top 6 countries from around the world competing together against all the America's Cup teams, and I think the format's really cool, so I can't wait to be watching that as well.
I know, and then as you mentioned, sort of seeding sailors for the future as well, because when you're pulling together sailors for the America's Cup who are the best of the best, it's kind of difficult.
It is, and unless you give the youth of the future a chance to jump on the boat and have a go, how are they ever going to compare to all of us on the boat? So, it's good for us, it keeps us sharp, and if we don't perform, you'll be out of a job because the next generation's coming. And that's how it should be. So hopefully I've got a few more cycles in me, but we'll be definitely keeping an eye on the competition to see, who are the stars of the future.
I mean, anyone who knows you knows you'll be here for a while, Nate. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Enjoy the development time.
Yeah, thank you. See you.
Excellent. Nathan Outteridge, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely Kiwi. Hello, it's nice to see you too. Oh, I'm sorry it's not...
it's not my best day.
No, it's not your best day.
No, for sure. Really frustrating. But it is what it is. Good learning. I think I improve as an athlete. That's probably the principle for me. And it was a good step in my career to be in this cup and be in the mix. I think we were really close to the semi-final, but not enough.
You were very close, and I think everyone today was hoping for a sail-off, but it was the wrong sail-off that eventuated.
Yeah, exactly. Not the one that we were expecting for, but I think the Brits improved a lot, and they were difficult to beat. And we had also a technical issue on the boat, so unable to sail the yacht at 100% potential, which is really frustrating. But I think overall the team achieved something it's significant. Coming from one year with a 75, 120 people working together, it is something valuable.
And speaking about working together, I mean, even yesterday, you may not have been able to race. You had last night, and now you're out there today giving it your best shot, which I think shows the strength of that team.
Yeah, for sure. Unbelievable effort yesterday. I thought the race management will cancel the day, but they did not, and all the boats were asked to come back on water, and our boat was in different pieces, I would say. And all the technician and the design just work a lot on And yeah, they just allow us to come back on water. We had some really nice dock out with the rip full on, and we were at time for the start. So yeah, good moment.
A very, very good moment, and I think you should be proud of how far you've come. And I know even with the Sail GP and now this, I mean, two massive bats against you, but also some massive learnings. And I just want you to. I'm here today for the first time in the mix zone because I wanted to come and cheer you on.
Yeah, not my best year.
No, I think literally whenever anybody asks me about you, I say he's one of the fastest learning sailors that we have on the circuit. So imagine what it will be like for your second America's Cup.
Yeah, sure. It would be awesome to come back. And as you said, I learned a lot. That was also my first development project to develop a yacht and find the good fine tuning on the system. So that was a huge learning curve for me. But yeah, 2024 was not my best year. I think what we have done on CGP was really close also, and yeah, it's a bit painful for a moment.
Let's take a little minute. Let's like step forward 10 years into the future and imagine when you look back at this moment and you'll be able to say 2024, that was where I learned so much, which built towards so many more things in your career. Let's do that.
Yeah, you're right. Probably in 10 years I will look back and say that was tough, but I learned a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. I think that will be it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm proud of you. No.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Everything going well? How you been?
Yeah, busy, but good. Shall I get you in here? I'll be official.
Be official.
I'm official.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, my friend.
Everything
Wow.
okay?
Yeah, everything's going well. I've been over at the women and youth bases helping build our Aussie base,
Nice.
so it's been
Good on
really,
you for
really
doing
good.
that, yeah.
Oh, thank you. No, it's going to be an amazing next few days. But talk to me about your program.
About our program, swings and roundabouts. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And so we have to make sure that we're continuing to honestly evaluate ourselves and making sure that we're taking the necessary steps to get better. It's when I say swings and roundabouts, I can look through the World Series racing and the early parts of the rounds, and I can see so much potential. And we just have to keep putting the pieces to the puzzle together. And the hard side of this competition in the sport is that there's not a lot of time. And so we'll have a good week of training, we'll have a good week of preparation to get into that spot, and we'll go out swinging on Saturday against whoever we have to go race with. But it needs to be a cool and calculated approach. A 5-race series is something I always envisioned that the round robins were going to be the toughest part of this regatta for us, because you face all the different teams. The days are very
The weather's been rough.
Yeah, the weather's been rough. I mean, it's but everybody has to deal with it, and everybody has to face the same conditions, and so so there's a lot of areas that we'll get better at and that we can improve, and it's not there's nothing there that says, oh my God. It's actually what I see is a lot of optimism for great performance. We just need to smooth off the edges a bit.
Well, you were the first team to beat Emirates Team New Zealand.
I know. I mean, in the round robins, we lost 3 races that we led. We led Rossa twice, and we led Team New Zealand in the first round robin, and a pretty good, and we overtook them up the first beat after we didn't. Tommy did a great job getting off the start, but we were a little bit down speed, and so to reel them back in and pass them shows the potential of the boat. We just need to do it for 6 legs.
I'm sure you can.
All 23 minutes,
I'm sure you can. Now, Eugenia's just tapping me on the back, so no, you're okay?
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, he has to go see you, mate. Nice to see you. Good luck. Nice to see you, mate. Bye-bye. Yep, priorities. Hello, my friend.
You all right?
Good, nice to see you.
Yeah, you too. You all right?
Yeah, I'm really good. I'm going to show you something. You ready?
All right, go for it.
Look, I'm wearing my Bob Fisher red socks.
Oh, good on you.
He would have loved today.
Bob would have loved that, yeah.
Well done.
He loved you too, so.
I loved him very much, but good sailing.
Yeah, no, it's a good day for the team. It's seen a lot of progression. Really proud of the way everyone's dug deep to find these gains. Still a long way to go, but if we can keep the momentum that we're on, that'd be strong for us.
Yeah, indeed, and just those small changes, and that's what the Cup's about.
Oh yeah, we all know it's a development game, and it's lots of fine-tuning across all of the teams, and also the sailors understanding the boat better. So, big one for our coaches. They've helped us out massively trying to understand this boat, and like I said, still a long way to go.
100% a long way to go, but the partnership with you and Dylan seems to be working really well.
Yeah, Dylan stepped in brilliantly. He's done a great job. You know, coming from a double-handed background, he's got great communication skills, and he's a pretty level-headed chap. Does a good job, and not only sailing the boat fast, but getting it around the corners.
Your team is incredible. Imagine having, gold medalist after gold medalist and all of the experience that you've got essentially in your squad, but not even on the boat.
Yeah, look, we've got an amazing team. Not just we've got a great team on the water, but off the water, it's really where the hard work is done. The shore team, the engineers, the designers, everyone at the base operating there. It's a great team effort. There's a good vibe around the team. Like I said, with the momentum that we've got, it brings a lot of positivity to the team.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to let you go because I know you're flat out. It's lovely to see you. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Excellent. Oh, how are you?
Very good.
You're very good? Yeah, I'm very good. That was an interesting day. I mean, some of us thought that you'd done that on purpose to not sail against Saligi.
No, not at all. Not at all. We had an electrical problem, most likely. And the reality is that I'm not sure about the details of the problem because at that moment the telemetry was off from the chase boat. So I think the guys are still analyzing the data and trying to understand where was the issue. But basically they did a full reboot of all the system and everything was working again like you do with your computer. So yeah, that was a little bit of a hard moment, but we were ready for the second race. So our mistakes of the second race have nothing to do with that problem. We have to just analyze that second race better and see where we could have done better.
I love the communications on board your boat. You're so honest with yourselves in your victories and your losses, and you're always looking forward.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. I think the strong team. You can see a strong team during the hard moments, and definitely today is not our best moment. And I'm sure that our team will demonstrate how strong it is in the semi-finals.
Indeed, and I know you probably want to run away, but it's so nice to see you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Enjoy your afternoon. Good. Oh, nice to see you too. How are you?
Yeah, good. Buzzing.
Yeah, you should be buzzing.
Yeah, it's been good momentum for the team, and we got that opportunity today. So yeah, we took it.
Do you know what I'm loving? I know I spoke to you a few years ago when, SailGP hadn't worked out for you, and then you went and won a gold medal, and then you've won a Moth World Championship, and now you're here, Port Helm on an America's Cup boat that's going in the number one position into the semi-final.
Yeah, it's certainly been a road since SailGP. That was devastating, but I guess testament to how it all sort of went after there. A lot of hard work, and yeah, absolutely stoked to be sailing alongside Ben and with the British America's Cup team and INEOS. So yeah, just need to keep our heads down, keep working hard, and hopefully the performance keeps coming.
Looks like it's gelling beautifully. I just mentioned to Ben that your team is incredibly strong on the water, but what a luxury it is that you've got so many amazing people off the water as well.
Yeah, we got a really strong squad, and everyone's working really hard behind the scenes. Like Giles, especially, he's done a fantastic job of helping us with our starting coach Ian Williams. So yeah, we're really lucky to have that strong team around us.
And then going forward, I mean, we don't know who you're going to choose. I think a lot of us can guess, but it will be an interesting outcome come making it potentially to the final of the Louis Vuitton, and then moving forward from there. I mean, how much pressure are you guys feeling, or are we just taking it one race at a time?
For me, it's very different to the Olympic sailing. You're match racing, you either win or lose, and every race is a 6-pointer, and certainly feeling the weight of all the staff as well. So I think going forward we'll look at all the teams, work out who we're going to race against. It might not be the obvious one. There's plenty of reasons to take other people on.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to let you go and enjoy your milestone.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye, mate.